Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Headache. Good evening. Good afternoon. And what have you. We are at a federal FEMA facility. Say that 3 times fast. We are at a federal FEMA facility. Headache. Headache. Ah, headache. There we go. Woo. Out here working, you guys. Can't do a quick live. Talking about something we talk about a lot, and that's time. Time over everything. Can't be done in a day. That don't count for your daily number, do it? Count for the weekly number, but it don't count for what happened today. So, recap what happened. I went back yesterday. Yeah, today is Tuesday, man. I did a lot. Yesterday, I went and picked up another load of the solar steel pieces, the I beams that hold up the solar panels in the solar field project that I told you guys that we were a part of for a little minute. We still got a couple more of those loads to do before that phase of the project is over. But we went, we got the steel, we took it down there to Montgomery, Alabama, to the job site where it was requested. And upon arriving, before we got there, really, I had a load of crane mats coming out of a town right by there, which was Selma, going to Louisiana, and another load of crane mats going from Louisiana to Texas, and another load of crane mats coming from Texas back to Louisiana, and another load of crane mats coming back from Louisiana to Mississippi. I had set all that up on Monday morning in a matter of about 2 hours by myself. It probably took about an hour to do it, about 2 hours. And through the lollygagging of the broker agent of that particular company, I missed every last one of them loads. I ain't getting out one of them. I'm looking at all of them, got the load numbers and everything secured. Talked to the broker. It probably about 7 o'clock in the morning when I was texting with him. He was supposed to be getting on his computer, getting out of his bed, getting on the computer, and sending me all those Raycons, which he can do it from home. And he slept on my stuff. So all them loads you put together and made happen or made possible just went out the window. Just went out the window. So instead of being in a position where I felt like, hey, I'd be dropping off in Montgomery, Alabama, with nothing else to do, we get back on the board, we call a few people, and try and drum up a little something for the next day. That's what I did. And like I say a lot of times, don't be tripped out when bad stuff seems like bad stuff be happening, because the load that I was starting that little chain off with, the first load of crane mess, I think it paid about $900 to go from Alabama to Louisiana, which was about 200 miles. Not too bad, not too bad. But when they canceled on me, like I say, you can't let what happened yesterday, last week, 10 minutes ago get you down. You can't do it. You got to be a person that shake that shit off, man. And I be honest with you, sometimes it gets to the point where I tell people in consultation, They be in areas of the country. It seemed like you stuck. Some shit happened that made everything kind of go awry and mess your timing up, and you'd have sat for a couple of days. Get what? If ain't nothing coming up out of there, one thing about freight, you can't make it appear. Sometimes you gotta move around, sacrifice, put your $50 worth of diesel in the auxiliary tank, and just go ahead and get out of that area. Find you something 2 3 hours away, since you pretty much done lost that day. Find you something 2 3 hours away that you can pick up in the morning, and make your way over there. Be the first thing at the gate and start out fresh tomorrow with a new mindset and with some real consideration of time. Time is the great equalizer. The mechanical stuff it gonna show itself. But time, I'm telling you, y'all, time is the great equalizer. That's why I tell you guys, we ain't out here racing, but we are in a race. It's not no lackadaisy stuff going on out here. I think I just made that phone fall. But like I said, behind that broker fumbling the ball, that agent, they fumbled the ball. I get back up on the load board. I see some stuff, but I know some people in Montgomery that move some freight. And it's a long shot, but a lot of times it's a little gem. I have all them brokers saved in my contact, and I shoot them a text message, a little informal, nothing too crazy, just text message. You got anything out of there going where I'm trying to go, and this, that, and the other. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And there was one of them instances where I called a broker that I hadn't used. This particular broker, I hadn't used them in about a year and a half, because I don't really run this area down in Montgomery area like that too much. But when you done ran a lot of places, and you catalog things, you keep everything kind of, cataloged, you go back and be like, I'm in Montgomery. Let me look at my phone to see if anybody around Montgomery, Selma, or somewhere might have something. And man, I ran up on my guy that I ain't, like I said, I ain't did no business with these people about a year. He back on this game. I say this, the boy back on his game, because, and the reason I say that is because it ain't always about how much freight you move. Sometimes it what kind of freight you move. And this gentleman right here indeed moves some pretty good freight right here. So I'm at a federal facility. I'm at a FEMA yard getting unloaded after I loaded this morning in a FEMA yard. Y'all know there's some pesos involved. And like I said, that first load, the first set of loads that I put together, uh, coming over here, it was about $900, which I wasn't, I wasn't really, uh, I wasn't really excited or mad or nothing. It's just basic rate, what you would normally see for that type of mileage. But to get the type of money that did load pay, makes me glad that the broker fumbled the ball. Tell him I said keep fumbling, because the next load is always better than the one that's mediocre, and you might be wanting it. It might sit up a whole week and it fall through. I'm telling you, y'all can't let this stuff get you down. There's a mindset. Like, I forgot that happened 10 minutes after that happened. When he called me and told me, well, actually, when I texted him, I was like, man, you forgot about me or something? It's like 9:30. We texting at 7:30 in the morning. You forgot about me or something? And then he texts me back, oh yeah, all those lows are covered. But we just had a text dialogue saying that they wasn't covered and you was gonna send me the Raycon. What happened? He ain't respond. He ain't want to say, hey, I went back to sleep. I'm an asshole. But at the same time, that's how the cookie crumble a lot of days. Stuff fall through all the time. Just believe every time y'all see me pull a load, every time you see a lot of people on YouTube pull a load, just know that that wasn't the intended load for the day all the time. Now, like I said, time over everything. By me getting what I had to get done in spite of the fact that I didn't know what I was gonna have coming out of that area, and not getting discouraged, slow poking around that day, start making extra stops, go to the buffet to make myself feel better, eat a steak, make myself feel like a boss man. No, I went on, got what I had to get done. I kept the main thing, and keep time in place. Say, even though all that stuff happened, I'm still thinking about time. I ain't worried about that broke. I'm thinking about time. And the time that he done wasted, get what? We can't get it back. So get what we gotta do. Go to plan B, C, D, E, F. Sometimes I'm out here riding on plan M. And get what? I ain't tripping because get what? That's the actual lure of independent trucking right there. Everybody talk about the big old fish you get all the time and this, that, and the other. But doing stuff like I'm doing right now, keeping your head up in the midst of different stuff going on, make you end up pulling a load that pay 1/3 more than the load that, was acting all funny or whatnot. The broker wasn't doing right. So I come over here to a famous storage facility. Doing some TPSs, whatever that is. Pumping stations. They some pumping stations. But like I say, and this ain't the last one. Just like I was trying to put them 3, 4 loads together. Oh, I'm out here. I'm great, brother. Just like I was trying to put them 3, 4 loads together. This done turned into a thing. Sometimes it turned into a thing, sometimes it don't. So they told me just like this, there are more, there are more of these loads. I don't have a really good camera angle right now, man. I ain't got my tripod or none of that good old professional cameraman stuff out here with me because I'm on the grind all the time. And I just feel fortunate to be able to come and show you a little bit of what I be doing. Now, I will be making some videos. I'm cranking that up a little bit more now. And I appreciate y'all for watching. And especially the lives and the super chats and everything, like I say, uh, feeding the less fortunate. And I appreciate y'all. It's a beautiful day out here in the neighborhood, and it's an awesome day to be out here getting some money without no problem. So, with that being said about that, got this load, which also picked up in Selma, so the deadhead didn't change. Made an extra 400, no, extra $500. I made an extra $500 that I wouldn't have made. This only weighs 20,000 pounds, where the other loads were crane mats. They're always 46 to 48,000. So I burned less fuel, made more money by not getting down, not jumping out the truck, going in, taking a shower to clear my mind, and all that old good stuff that you have folks do when they get discouraged. Ain't no discouragement when you work for yourself. See, and like I said, it be a lot of obstacles out here, man. You'll sit in one place, especially non-CDL. You'll sit in one place for a couple of days waiting on a dispatch. It discourages you. And you see the fact that ain't nothing coming about it or no matter how hard you look. But you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Well, that's why I stress the cushion so much when I talk about the trucking game, the cushion and the credit and all that stuff like that, because you can actually sit and your mental state will be stable. You won't be frantic. Your mind won't be going 1,000 miles an hour, wondering what's gonna happen if the next load doesn't come up and be the best load you ever took in your life. And behind that, I got a single coil to pick up in the morning. I'm in Baton Rouge, by the way. I'm in Baton Rouge in Sherwood Forest. Exactly where I'm at. I'm in Sherwood Forest. But I'm in Baton Rouge, and I be picking up a coil in New Orleans, first thing in the morning. I got plenty of hours left. I'm gonna make that little 35, 45-minute drive down to New Orleans and get ready to pick up one of these nice good old cars for $4.50 a mile, going up there to I want to say Bessemer, Alabama. Y'all notice I ain't left two, three states. Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, back to my house in Mississippi. And that ain't even this week. I ain't went nowhere so far but to Alabama. Now I'm in Louisiana. Now I'm back at Alabama again. And when I get there to Alabama, I'm looking for something. Go probably back to Louisiana and look for something coming out of Louisiana. Take me home. But like I say, I really want y'all to stay encouraged. If you on the road to start, and if you already done started, you know what I'm saying. I want you, like I say, stay encouraged. And if you out here running, man, and it feel like don't nobody understand, just know I understand because I ain't famous. I ain't trying to be famous. I understand what it is to really come out here and sacrifice and build something out of absolutely nothing and do every single job that it takes to make this thing move and work like it work to the fullest. So when you talk about somebody that understand what the driver go through, understand what it is to be out here on this road stuck on the interstate in the ice and can't move for 2 days, understand what it is to chain a tie, unchain a tie, 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 all the way to Seattle, Washington from Mississippi or from Florida. I understand. I know what it is to be out there trying to run because you know this insurance due and money low. You can't afford to max out a credit card. Ain't no more credit card. And it's all riding on what happens this week. I understand. Been there. I understand. I really, really do. And see, they're one of them things that people can't tell you that ain't experienced. They ain't did they fucking 10,000 hours. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna say that to the end. Until you do your 10,000 hours, you can be out here like a buffoon. And I ain't calling nobody no names, but you're gonna be out here ignorant, as we all are and have all been. Sir, hold on 1 second. YouTube. Yeah, like I said, I'm on YouTube. I'm on live. Yep, yep. Trucking and hot shot trucking, the business aspect. And I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Huh? Let me go. Look, he said, "You got me. Let me get you." Straight from Detroit. What you doing down here, man? FEMA. That boy all the way from Detroit down here working with that FEMA. I'm from Greenwood, Mississippi, originally in the Delta. Yeah, well, I stay there by Jackson now. Yep, yep. The Greens, they spell it with an E on the end. I got some folks in my family some green. We gonna talk when I get out of the line. R.I.P. Frankie Green. Ah, yeah. But I just want y'all, like I said, stay encouraged. I'm finna put my straps up. I'm really supposed to be done by now, but I ain't got nowhere else to be till in the morning. I'm gonna hang up my hat for the night, drive by 50 more miles to the next pickup. And like I said, I'm on the grind all the time. And if you know the business, you would be too. Detroit, HAT 30, Detroit, Michigan, Motown, where all your dreams and all your nightmares can come true on the same corner. Detroit, Michigan, where all your dreams can come true and all your nightmares can come to fruition. Same town, same stop sign, same red light. Well, Detroit is the innovator of the carjacking in motion. I'm talking in motion. You better not pull up to that red light and look down. You look back up, that eye in your face. Detroit, Michigan. Ain't nowhere like Motown. I like to hear my granddad talk about Detroit. He don't say Detroit with a T. He say Detroit. Up there in Detroit. Oh boy, for real guys back there in the 50s, 60s, and 70s in Detroit, they riding them Cadillacs and Cornish Rolls Royces out there pimping real hard and stuff. I like to hear my granddad talk about this type of stuff, yeah. Detroit. Shout out Detroit. Some of the hard hustling folks in the country. They say got out of the mud. Detroit got out of the mud. You know what I'm talking about? Got out of the mud. You ever been to Detroit? They got it out the mud. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It little, like I said, I ain't come do no check in, just get a little positive motivation, man. Just tell everybody stay encouraged. Like I say, stay on the ground all the time. When you learn how to master time, I told you, you learn how to master count some money.